What is this week bringing energetically for you? Here is your leader's numerology energy forecast for the week starting Monday, February 19th. So this week is all about you. Universal energy wants you to trust yourself more and more and more, to bring your values into everything you do, to embody your values and trust yourself to lead your life. And it wants you to go deep rather than being superficial in your conversation. So no more small talk. You do not have time for that or energy for it. Get really deep to what's important and focus on that. Remember to incorporate both your inner and outer strengths in everything you do. Otherwise, that's when you're doing it all from your head. You can feel overextended. You can feel overwhelmed. You can doubt yourself because you're not embodying trust in yourself and you're not actually listening to your heart and your soul, and you're not in your body even sometimes. So what would it take for you to commit to focusing and staying in the flow of momentum without trying to control everything? Trust and do what's required. That's what's required this week. So day-to-day specifics. Monday, trust yourself to take one step at a time. You never need to know all the steps, even though so often we want to, don't we? And we can procrastinate and put off doing stuff thinking, I need to know this and I need to know that and I need to know the next thing. Do you really? Get really clear with what you do need to know and trust to take that next step. Remembering always to listen to your intuition and your heart. Your steps don't need to be perfect. They do, however, need to be aligned with your values. And you never need to prove your value. So they need to be aligned with your value system. You never need to prove your value and worth. You are valuable because you are. There is no need to try and earn your keep. What about if you could be content in the present moment? What if that's all it took for you to make the progress you want to? Tuesday, give yourself permission to play and experiment in your leadership sandbox. Changing your priorities doesn't devalue everything or anything you've done up till now. It simply means that you're growing and evolving, and things change as we do. Think about plants and how they change as they grow and evolve. Think about your children, how they changed as they grew and still are, right? As you grow and transform, your values will reposition in importance to match. So what was number 3 might become number 1, these sort of things. And that kind of changes what's important. It changes our priorities for a time, for a season, not forever necessarily. Wednesday, what you value may not be valuable to others. And that's okay. Be okay with what's important to you being important to you, and everyone else knowing what's important to them and that being important to them and it being different. Being in integrity with your values requires you to not expect others to share your values. They have their own, and they have no right to expect you to share theirs either. Knowing precisely how your values show up in your day-to-day life is key to being in integrity. Helps you be aligned as well, doesn't it? You know, it's one of those filters that we look through to know whether we are aligned and in integrity with our values. And if you're not sure about that, that's something I do in my work with my clients. If you want to have a conversation about that, reach out. Thursday, leading requires you to get out of your own way. When you prioritize your self-worth and your values, you create more of what you want. Your growth and expansion is not a straight line. We think it will be, and it's not. So have fun exploring new possibilities and creating along the way. What if your life and a business are a game you get to make up as you go along? You know what your intention is. You know where you want to go. Make it a game as you get there. Friday, the brighter you shine, the brighter your reflection, and the brighter you appear to others. Your physical experience is a reflection of your inner world. When you're not happy with what you see, go in and realign your inner world. Saturday, trust